Tell me about the name 3SA.
3 steps ahead.
Is that what you are?
I think so, yeah. My name is Jimmy. I come from Stockholm, Sweden. From the beginning, I moved down to Marbella almost 5 years ago, depending on how you count. It's 4 years in December, like super permanently. The first year I was just traveling back and forward to analyze the market before I started this real estate agency that I'm the founder of. Before that, I was working many years in the TV industry in Sweden. I was lucky. I got a very, very good job when I was 20 years old. And I started to work with the biggest companies in Sweden and their advertising. So I had a very funny job between 2005 and 2012, where I got the opportunity to build both the marketing for established and big companies, but also for startups. So I was basically responsible to take, for example, the clothing industry online, or the home food delivery online, etc., etc., etc. So I was behind almost, I think it was around 100 startups, and had a really, really funny job. With that, I also got a very, very good network, obviously. And those clients that I had back in that time, they became, many of them, very rich. It was because TV was so strong as a marketing channel. And besides that, I was buying and selling properties myself. So I was buying properties and I renovated it and I moved in, and then I was living in the chaos. And then I sold it and I bought another one, etc. So from that, I got the interest of real estate, and I was doing this, like flipping apartments, for almost 14 years. I was in Marbella on a wedding, 2015. We all lived in one community called Aloha Hill Club, and when all the guests were living there, including myself, I just felt that why not buy a holiday home here to rent out, and also as an investment. So that's how it started. I did the same mistake as many clients do. I contacted 5-6 different agencies because I didn't understand how the real estate market worked here compared to Sweden. You probably heard it 100 times, but in Sweden we have one platform, and that platform controls 99.7% of the market from the end client's perspective. So in Sweden, it's basically one broker responsible for one property, and they have the exclusivity to sell it for 3 months. So when I noticed this, I realized that it was a big opportunity to start something different, an agency that focused from the client and in. From the client's perspective, to be able to get a better life change and a better lifestyle down here, instead of trying to focus from the property and out. From where I came in marketing, I came from communication on the receiver's demands. So I made my business plan based on what's in it for the end client, and how can I help the end client to do a great deal, but also to really find the best property for them, instead of focusing on selling what I gained the most money on myself. So we started an agency only as buying brokers, And this is how we have continued the business now for 5 years. If we take listings that we really focus on selling quick, only to direct clients then, but because we have a very good network of buyers. But with listings, it also comes a responsibility. And this responsibility is from the owner, and not only to the responsibility against the buyer. And for me, this becomes a very strange situation. So I prefer to be only on one side of the deal. From our case and our perspective and my background, it's better that we are on the buyer side. Our idea is to focus on entrepreneurs and managers in high positions. So to make it simple, our clients have very little time. So we don't care about their budget, we care about their position in life, which is also a little bit different compared to many other agencies. And the reason why we do this is because of my phone book from the beginning, where I had around 6,000 CEOs and entrepreneurs from the TV industry, but also because I believe in referrals. Happy clients gives new clients. This has been a very winning concept for us since we started. From the beginning, almost everyone was Swedish, but now it starts to change, also based on that we are recruiting other nationalities. Today we speak 11 languages within the company. And I would say that 65% of our buyers are Swedish now. And from the beginning, it was 95.
What you say sounds great, and you have delivered it. But so has the difference been your experience or your address book, or is there another factor that we're missing? Because you have been tremendously successful in a market that's very difficult to be successful.
I think the main reason is that I did a very, very good business plan. This business plan I gave to 4 of my best friends, all of them successful business people in completely different areas. I asked for their opinion. All 4 of them came back and said, I want to invest. And I said, that was not my question, but thank you. But then I knew that the experience from building around 100 startups in marketing wasn't for nothing. So I understood that I had done a very good analysis of the market and found the gap in the market down here that I could at least try to do as good as possible. I also knew that I had to go all in doing it. I couldn't have 1 foot left in Sweden and 1 foot here. So I basically sold everything in Sweden and I went all in. And I think that was the key as well, because I didn't have the knife here on paying my bills the next week. I had a couple of years of savings, which also made it possible to go long in the business idea and in the investment. I really love what I'm doing, and I think that the clients feel that I love what I'm doing, and that's why they are trusting me in a very good way.
You got a family here?
I don't. I am actually single. I don't have any family here. So it was an even bigger challenge to move here completely alone and start up everything, and no one that you really could. It's been tough. It's been like going like this, but I've tried to stick to the main goal and the plan since day one and tried to stay focused. Honestly, I think it would have gone even better if I would have had a wife and kids, because I think strongly I believe that Marbella is the paradise on earth if you live with a family. It's a complicated place to live if you're single, no matter if you're a guy or a woman, because it's a lot of distractions when it comes to parties and things happening, etc. It's not easy to stay focused on business when the sun is shining and you can take an extra beer on the lunch. But I've been very focused on not drinking, for example, during weekdays at all. I have basically worked exactly the same way as I did in Stockholm, which is 12 to 14 hours per day.
So you're settled there, and you have family, your actual family, your parents or brothers and sisters that are in Sweden, or have they moved over here?
No, they live in Stockholm, but I'm very happy that me and my father made an arrangement now. So he's moving down here in February to go in pension and to enjoy life and play golf and just be with me. That's a milestone and something I'm very proud of and very happy to be able to help him out with, because he deserves it.
For any agents thinking of starting up their own agency, whether they be in Stockholm or whether they be over here already, maybe working in an agency, what would be your number one piece of advice given your success?
Well, I would say do a really, really, really good business plan. Don't take it as it comes, because the fragmentation of competition here is enormous. And you really need to find your own niche and your own way from your background, your circumstances, your personality, to be able to take a market share at some place. You can't just shoot all over and hope that you will hit something. It's not going to work. And really believe in the plan over time. And it will take time. I mean, you don't earn money easy working with real estate. Second of all, focus on the client. Get happy clients. That's the most important. We want to have fun in life, and we shouldn't take ourselves too serious always. I mean, you've seen my broker TV movies where I'm making fun a little bit about the industry and everything. And
Hola, me llamo Jimmy. Mierda cleaning. Sí. Mañana, cliente. Cliente mañana. Finito, no.
Of course, that's just, to entertain others. And instead of walking around with a tie and do everything as people assume you should. I believe in that to be successful in sales or whatever business you're doing, you need to do something that no one else is doing, and you need to do something that that the receiver doesn't expect.
And I think from this conversation that we're having, I think that people watching this, if nothing else, will know that Jimmy is a much more serious guy than maybe they thought he was.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Do you like my looks like a shower curtain?
No, I love it.
Best, isn't it? Initially, I thought I need to get rid of that. It really stands out, and I thought, looks like there's a shower on the other side of that.
It was the first thing I saw.